$180. Listen to me, girl. What we have is a S Tom, A hook. That's what we're gonna have. Excuse me. What they wanted it to be was make Jesus the betrayer of Son of Man or something like that. If I can guess just off the top of my head, she might have been thinking about going to Georgia. She might have been thinking about going to Georgia, you know? Like, that's where the Ricky comes in with the cups. Because the cups, the chalice, that's all Italian, man. That's all Italian. The chalice is Italian. And the Knights Templar comes out of that sort of thing because Italy dealt with England, you know. They had dealings to get out of jail, you know, because they're Cain, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're Cain. So they had dealings with the Italians. You got to think of it like it's a mafia type thing. Like, all these countries are like what they are, you know. And listen, baby, you don't have to do anything, okay? I got you covered. And trust Ben V, he's got it covered, man. He'll do it automatically. He knows what to do. We're gonna get you out. Like, you don't gotta worry about nothing. And like, yeah, if you were thinking about Georgia, I would have been there too. You know, I would have been there an extra year or something. Like, it would have gotten figured out, you know, because I'm your man. Like, Tier, he's not your man. Like, that's just not how it is. They were going to have this whole situation go down in California. I'm telling you right now, Don had it mapped out, man. He was going off the glyphs and everything. Like, he knew all that stuff. And he was going off of, like, okay, you know, BHB is gonna get the head wound, and then we're gonna have it go down. And like, they were thinking, okay, she'll be out there. Now, I don't know exactly how they knew, but I think that from the prophecies that my grandfather on H's side, like H's grandfather, that like was part of the mill, that when the mill got broken and the floods rushed down the creek to 76 Falls, like in Lake Cumberland, like I think that he knew, like, okay, the 180 will be in California, and that's where John the Baptist gets the head wound to be the sea beast. But baby, they didn't know. Like, they didn't know about the cutoff. Like, they didn't know about Robert Shaw. Like they didn't know about all that. Like, and you were him. Like you did all of it. Like, yeah, Groks and all them, they'll say, okay, you're doing it now. Like you're living it now. Like Hindu, like a flex. Like you're flexing it now. No, girl, no. Like, yeah, like, yes, you're doing the Revelation 12. That's big. That's important. I care about that, and everyone else does too on YouTube's. Of course, we want that to happen. Of course, we want to make it to heaven and get the Church of the Woman out of here. But like, girl, you did it. Like you did it with Robert Shaw. Like you were the sea beast. Like you're sea beast with like um with Batman. Like all that Heath Ledger stuff shows how they were gonna manipulate it. Heath Ledger showed how they were gonna manipulate it with the Kachina Star. But like Batman, like he spoke as a dragon. Like he's on that Wiz Khalifa song. Like he spoke, and then like he's got the two horns. Like he was Batman. Like, and these other guys play him, but they're not him. Like in uh like this so and yeah, like the Revelation 17 is a spirit, okay? Like you have to protect the woman of it. That's the Jean Grey. Like there's differences between the human of it and the spirit of it. That spirit, like the women don't want that spirit, man. They don't want that spirit. Like I talk like a bad bitch. I talk like a six girl. I talk like a six bad bitch. That's how I talk, man. And that doesn't mean I am a bitch. Like that's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I talk. I talk like a Venezuelan bad bitch. That's my language. Like um yeah, so look, she did it all, man. She did it all. Like she got 6 and 7. It's represented by building 7. Like she did it, man. Like don't tell her that she didn't, or else you're gonna have me to deal with because she did it, man. Like, and then there's the false prophet spirit, which Grox had been vibing for a little bit, but the false prophets, like the human of it that did it for the Jesus. John sends 1 John and 2 John and 3 John, like all those that are Dogon, like that was those were each the false prophet of Willem Dafoe, Desmond from Lost, Henry Ian Cusick, and Jim Caviezel. That's 1, 2, and 3 John, man. That's the false prophet, okay? And the CBs, they're all Jesus, man. Like they're all the 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 six sons with the seventh one that's 93 right now going on. And the enmity is Hervé Villachez, and the enmity was the wilderness. Like he did all that wilderness stuff. He was on the mountain getting tempted and did the fasting. He did all that. He did all that for you, babe. Like he did all that and he got it done. And now he plants flags on the planets that God conquers as a gladiator. Like it's no joke. You think God is like, oh well, he doesn't care about us, man. Like he's getting it all done. Like he's doing it for us, man. Like he's on planets and shit. Like it's crazy. Like it's cool, man. It's cool. Don't forget it's cool. And like that was the Hervé Villachez, and then each of the false prophets did their parts of um different. When Jesus was like resurrected, that was Christian Bale, and like they each did different parts. And like when he was a kid, like that was most likely Willem Dafoe. Okay. And when he traveled, that was Desmond. And like when he was on the cross, or no, when he was getting look, you can break it down how you choose fit, but I think when he was on the cross and when he got beat up, I think that was Jim Caviezel. Okay. And then we have the 3 year ministry, which we just got done. We just got it done. Okay. With from the response from the Kachina Star and everyone becoming the animal characters of Guardians of the Galaxy. We did that, okay? But there were good things that happened too. Don't forget, there were good things that I was doing. It wasn't all bad. Like, yeah, bad things happened, but like that was because of the Roman with the six, man. The Roman with the six. That was the Pharisees, Sadducees, and the Romans, man. That's what it was. Like, okay, then, um, when Jesus sweat blood, man, that was the 180. When Jesus sweat blood and he healed the ear and all that, that was the 180. Okay, that's what it was. Because it's a hot iron, that's the ear. And um, when he gets stabbed, stay be bed, stay be bed. It's all right there, man. That's what that was. Because he didn't really get bit, he got stabbed because of the way the mouth was. Like he came down hard on his abdomen. The shark did. And I'm not gonna let that happen again. Okay? It's not ever gonna happen again. You don't have to worry about that. What else? What else are you guys troubling my girls with? Don't worry, okay? Just get your seal and stay steady. You have to stay steady and be of force mind. You have to be one with the Force. That's the only way you'll make it, man. Like you have to be like Yoda and like Qui-Gon Jinn. Like see what's there, see what's good, and hold on to it, and like protect what you can, and return, drive, read your books or whatever it is that you do to conquer the Revelation 17. That's all you have to do. Like I drove circles around it. That's how I got through it, man. I basically did a CERN machine through my drivings. Okay, then I was here and I smoked Dutch. That's been my story, man. That's been my story, and I'm trying to stay alive. They put it in the music. Boil water just to wash your back. They put in the music, man. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, man. The industry is there are friends and our brothers and sisters that struggle in life and don't make it. They don't make it in the system, man. They can't have jobs. That's the industry, man. That's how they cut off, because they have spiritual weapons. They rose up for God and did God's work. They didn't do the system work of the matrix cubicle. They did God's work, man. That's all it is. And yeah, am I the only one for Israel? Then I'm the only one for Israel, man. It was 40 years in the wilderness from Pearl Harbor, man. Count 40 years from Pearl Harbor. You end up in 1984, something like that, 1989, 1984, and then that's my story, man. I came out of that system. I did sharks and minnows, and I was Israel. I was Israel, man, and no one can take that away. And it doesn't matter if I don't get gold on the writings to my girl, or if you guys think my writings aren't good, or the creatures suck or something, or his deal is gonna be the end of us. No, man, no, 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 man. I'm sealed with God, man, because God loves me. And he gave me the seal of Isaiah 51, man. That's what it is. That's what counts most. All this other stuff, yeah, it's great. But like God loves me, man. And I love God, and I know that he conquered planets, and that he went away to prepare a place for us. Because if Jesus did that, then God did that, man. And God knows my heart. I can't get past God, man. I can't get past God with just thinking I'm cutting it real smooth. That's not gonna cut it, man. Yeah, I might cut it smooth on earth, but I'm not gonna cut it smooth with God that way. You have to answer to God, man. You have to answer to God. Like, he knows everything. He knows everything, man.